Next up, can we just talk about how good baseball is in Southern California right now? Juan Soto's here. We've talked a lot about Juan Soto. But let's really think about this. Look at the teams that are here. I feel honored to even live out here. The Angels, Shohei Ohtani, and Mike Trout. Mike Trout is one of the greatest of all time. He's that good. Shohei Ohtani, if his career continues down this path, I mean, he will be the greatest of all time. He is the only comparison we have to Babe Ruth, which is insane. But for the last year and a half, he has put together the best year and a half of all time. So in Anaheim, you get Trout and Ohtani. In LA, with the Dodgers, you get Mookie Betts. You get Freddie Freeman. You get Clayton Kershaw. Unbelievable there. Mookie Betts, for a while after coming over from the Red Sox to the Dodgers, I mean, there was nobody better. When he was winning the MVP with the Red Sox, there was nobody better in baseball. He was quickly becoming the face of baseball. He has it all. He's a great guy, great smile, great baseball player, great right fielder, can play second base if you need him to. Mookie Betts is a superstar. Freddie Freeman comes over from Atlanta to LA. And by the way, let me add here, the whole situation with Freddie going back to Atlanta was, yes, admittedly a little weird and tough, but Freddie had been in Atlanta his entire career. I don't fault him at all for being as emotional as he was, but it sure looked like he needed that. He's come back to LA after that series, and he's been he's been better than we've seen him. After that Atlanta series, which he was still good in and good up to that point, just the power numbers weren't quite there yet. That series finishes, he goes back, and it looked like a weight was lifted off of his shoulder, honestly. All the talk was, hey, Freddie Freeman, he should have been a Brave for life. Oh my God, now Freddie's going back to Atlanta. Oh, how sad for Freddie. His agent messed this up, or did he? And he went back home, where he lives, with the team that he was with his whole career. And he talked to his old teammates. He talked to front office staff. He talked to security, the concession vendors that you become so close with over the years. It seemed like he needed that. And then he goes back out to LA, and he has been on a tear ever since. Also in LA, Clayton Kershaw, legend, easily Hall of Famer. One of the top 10 to 15, probably at this point, he's in the 10 to 15 range, top 10 to 15 pitcher of all time. The stars there are obvious. Now San Diego. Just a couple hours down the road, depending on traffic. It can take you an hour and a half. It can take you 5. But one way or the other, as the crow flies, they're not very far. Now you have Juan Soto there, who I can spend hours comparing him to only Ted Williams, which is insane. You have Manny Machado there. You have Fernando Tatis, who is a superstar and was, until the injury, he was becoming one of the faces of baseball. In fact, last year, you could at the beginning of the year, after that huge contract he signed, and then the year that he got off to having, you could have said, this guy's becoming the face of baseball. Now, I wouldn't say that right now. I would say Shohei Ohtani, and I might be a little bit biased, but he is. There's no way around it. The eyes Shohei Ohtani brings to baseball, the hope he gives little kids growing up. I can't tell you how many times playing growing up, even through college, I was told, oh, Ben, you can't be a two-way player. Nobody does that at the highest level. Well, now that little kid with just a dream can say, oh, yeah, my hero Shohei Ohtani can do that. And whether it ends up happening or not is a moot point. Shohei Ohtani is changing the game of baseball. He is the face of baseball, and he is bringing more eyes to the game of baseball than have ever been seen before. But I digress. Fernando Tatis is also really good, and he's in San Diego. Tatis, Machado, Juan Soto, Josh Bell. Now, I mean, Josh Bell doesn't go in the category that all these do. But the state of baseball in Southern California is perhaps the greatest of any region of all time. I mean, the only other comparison would be like New York when Don Mattingly, Henderson, like all those, Winfield, those names were there. Strawberry, the list goes on. There were good names there. But I would take this, and maybe I'm a little biased and nearsighted here, but I'm going to go with the team and the talent that we are seeing in SoCal right now. It is unbelievable. Thanks for watching. If you love flipping bats, swinging 3-0, or just talking ball, join us.
Call us at 213-537-9339 with your questions. We have a weekly guest, and we have a lot of fun, so hit that subscribe button.